What's going on? Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, a.k.a. Man of the People, because if you have questions about this Carolina Panthers team, if you want to know what's going on, I'm your guy in the media to get those questions answered for you. Got some video rolling for you, courtesy of the Carolina Panthers. Guess what week it is? I feel like the camel in the commercial. Guess what day it is? Well, guess what week it is? Week 1 of the NFL season is upon us. Carolina Panthers will be taking on the New Orleans Saints this Sunday, 1 o'clock in the Big Easy, and I will be there to bring all the latest news up to you guys, as well as latest things about the matchup, inactives, actives, all that stuff. So what's going on? I hope you did not think that I was going to miss a day with getting you some news. My voice, all right, I tried to drink a bunch of water before I got on air. I don't know where it went, but I'm going to give you this video to let you know the latest on this Carolina Panthers team. I see a lot of you were waiting for me. Excuse me, a lot of you were waiting for me, so that's good. I appreciate it. Dom, let's go. Shane, Antonio, what's going on? Keep pounding. Like Antonio said, like, subscribe, share the stream, please. The bigger we grow, the more that we can do for you. Had a person on Twitter tonight let me know this, and it's very cool. The Panthers Camp Confidential, hopefully I said that correctly. This weekend, I'm going to be honest, I was tied up with the family. I hadn't had a chance to look at that latest video. But I made an appearance. Finally, I got a little cameo on the video when I'm interviewing Ja'Tavion Sanders on the sideline. It's pretty cool. It kind of felt like, hey, you guys didn't tell me that he was mic'd up. So you know how, this is to me a funny story. Players are mic'd up, and they always tell another player they're mic'd up so that they don't say anything that somebody's going to hear. I kind of feel like Ja'Tavion should have told me he was mic'd up because our entire conversation was recorded. Even just funny being on that side of a mic'd up situation. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and get into it. So, and you don't have to watch long to see it. I think it's about maybe the first 5 minutes into that video. You'll see Ja'Tavion and I talking, and it's pretty cool. I felt like I was who was it? Dan Morgan on was it Hard Knocks when his conversation was. Nevertheless, let me get into it. We did have a transaction that took place today, and we also had some jersey numbers that were handed out today or changed. Ja'Tavion Sanders was one of those guys. So let's go ahead and show you those jersey number changes. We got tight end Ja'Tavion Sanders. He is now number 0. Cornerback Mike Jackson. He is now number 2. Cornerback Keenan Isaac is number 12. Cornerback Shamar Bartholomew is 27. Cornerback Tyreek Castro Fields is 29. And offensive lineman Jared Kingston is 61. So there are all your number updates. We did also have one transaction that took place, not today, it was yesterday. Actually, what was the actual date of that transaction? It might have not even been yesterday. Let me double check and make sure. Yeah, this transaction, no, it was today. This transaction was today. Okay, I didn't think I'd gotten that behind on you guys. I thought at most I may be one day behind. But this transaction took place today. We got one more player that was added to the practice squad, courtesy of the international player exemption. His name is, hopefully I get this right, Praise Olotoke. Hadn't got the name pronunciation yet for him, but that is a wide receiver that we now have on this Carolina Panthers team. And I'm just going to let Dave Canales tell you about this guy.
Speed. So he's a guy who ran 10.27 in the 100. He's got a great frame. Just really looking forward to seeing him out there flying around. He's on our practice squad currently. So I'm excited to just kind of see him develop and see what he can become.
So that was a big thing about this guy, right? He's fast. Nothing wrong with being fast. We like fast guys. So Carolina Panthers now have them a speed guy. 10.2, that's lightning fast. That's pretty fast. So, this international player thing is pretty cool. I really believe the last guy that we had that stuck for a while and eventually made the roster was F.A. Abada, who I know went to the Washington Commanders for a while. I'm not exactly sure where he's at right now. But this is a pretty good, pretty cool program. Allows the NFL to continue to expand its reach, allows players to come out, try out for a team, and not count against the roster. You never know where it's going to go. We also had a kicker earlier this year. Man, I forget where that guy was from. He didn't make it too long before they released him. But there's your transaction for today. Wide receiver, burner, 10.27. I don't know what his 40 is. Don't know if he's ever had it done. But that is the latest with the transactions and the jersey numbers. So it's week 1, man. Week 1 is here. And I'm excited about it. It's a divisional opponent. Players don't care whether it's a divisional opponent or not. But here's the buzz in the locker room about where this team currently stands heading into week 1.
Everybody getting in that mode, for game week, first week, got big expectations, just for each unit. So, we just want to come in and be ourselves and prepare day by day and, get ready for Sunday.
Big expectations, week 1. So that was Deontay Johnson talking about his week 1 expectations. And we got to go. That was the offensive side. Let's flip over to the defensive side, see how they feel about this week 1 matchup.
Yeah, super excited. A division opponent to open up. It's a big game. Even though it's week 1, we really don't got no time to warm up or get into anything because this game gonna matter at the end of the year when it comes down to the division. So we know we got to just come in there ready to play. There's gonna be a great atmosphere. Those fans bring it. I know it's gonna be loud for the home opener. So I'm excited, man. I'm ready to get out there.
So are you excited? And he's right, man. In New Orleans, that stadium, those fans, it is always loud. It's extremely loud. The acoustics in that place isn't the best, but it is good if you're a Saints fan because the noise that they make, man, it just echoes and echoes and makes it really, really hard to hear in that stadium. But he's right. It's exciting. It's a big week. It impacts the divisional matchup. And Adam Thielen talked about it, even though I don't have any video from this, it's only 17 games that they play in the NFL. So unlike many other sports, basketball where they're playing 80-something, baseball where they're playing way too many, each and every week is a big week. So it's here. I'm excited. Let me know in the comments how you are feeling about this week 1 matchup. Not a lot of big news coming out, but I will point out the big things that I observed from today's practice and talking with head coach Dave Canales today. Captains, who are they going to be? How's he going to do it? So one of the things, I don't know if you've seen it out there. Oh, I'm going to forget the name. Gosh darn it. Oh, I hate this. Maybe because it's late. Our center from last year. Somebody help me out. Center from last year. Gosh, I hate that I'm having this brain fart. I'm thinking about Corbett right now. That's not it. He was well liked by fans and his wife. The name is Bradley Bozeman. Man, Bradley Bozeman. So Bradley Bozeman with the Chargers. He was named the captain. So teams are naming their captains. That's cool that Bradley Bozeman got the captain nod. We'll see him in week 2 in Carolina. But Dave Canales says that, it's a delay from when you guys are typing to what I know. So probably about a 30-second delay. I see a few people now telling me Bozeman. Yeah, Bradley Bozeman has been nominated as a captain for the Chargers. So congrats to him. That's cool. But our captains are known, but Canales is not releasing that to the players until Wednesday. So you can look for an announcement coming Wednesday for who the captains are for this team. Now, Tuesday's off, so there likely will be no news tomorrow. Tuesday's off. Guys get back at it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and continue to roll into the game on Sunday. So how's he going to do it? Well, he plans on having 3 captains. Offensive side, defensive side, special teams. And then he's going to rotate a 4th captain week to week. So that's pretty different because I know, I feel like we always had 6. And I thought that was a lot, but that's what we had. But we're only going to have 3 permanent, 1 rotational player, offense, defense, and special teams. And that will be announced come this Wednesday. They're also going to have something that I am curious about, but he let us know more about it. They're going to have what's called a leadership council. And this is going to be mostly your veteran players that have been in the league for a while. And this is going to be a group that meets with the staff and just helps, keeps the culture, keeps checks and balances, almost like almost like a union, right? They representing the players. Here's how we can continue to move this team forward and have a good environment around here. It was something that Coach Caldwell inspired Dave Canales to do. So that's also going to be something that's very new to this Carolina Panthers team and will be unveiled this Wednesday. A few more items for you. Jadeveon Clowney was not in practice today. He was held out due to an illness. So again, Jadeveon Clowney was not in practice today. He was held out due to an illness. What about the guy opposite of Jadeveon? Who's that going to be? Do we know who it's going to be? I think the coaches know who that's going to be, and I think that they don't feel like there's a big difference between one or the other, and they're just going to hold that announcement on who that player is until the game day. And so as a coach, what that helps you do is keep those guys giving you their best. Keep those guys at it. Competition makes you better. And I would just say, based on him not naming one person yet, he just wants to continue to see those guys, whoever those two may be that he's thinking, elevate. And then once he's certain, then that'll be a game time decision. So Jadeveon Clowney's person has not been named yet and will be a game time decision. And then our running backs, Miles Sanders, Chuba Hubbard. Chuba beat out Miles last year, took over the starting spot, will have the starting spot this season to start things off. Well, the way that he's going to play them, and he likes both sides. He likes the idea that you can give the guy the ball, just let him get his 20 carries a game, and then just bring the other guy in there for some breaks. He feels like there's benefit to that, as well as Canales feel like there's benefits to the fact of we'll kind of rotate you guys, and we'll continue to rotate. But if one guy just starts seeming like he's popping off some big runs, okay, we might stick with that hand. So that's how he envisions the running back room. That's really all the news that I had that came out from today. Want to make sure I gave that to you all before the night ended and we get back to our regular scheduled weeks. And I'm going to take a moment to go through some of these comments. Again, hey, consider becoming a member if you have not. Link is in the description. Each away game this year, I'm going to do a video in which I'm just going to go live just for the point of, I always go live for the point of interacting, but I'm going to go live the night before. Don't know the time yet, so if you got an idea what time you think works best, let me know. But those videos will be a time to just answer any and all questions about football, the Carolina Panthers, whatever it may be. So if you're not a member, consider becoming one. Links in the description, and you will have access to me one-on-one, kind of sort of one-on-one. I mean, whoever comes live at that time to talk and ask questions. So I don't think there's any media outlet that really gives you that much access to them. A lot of people do the mailbags, not hating on the mailbags at all, but this is a real live interactive mailbag opportunity that you will have with me. So let's see what else we got here. Oh, we have a member here. Anytime one of our members comes on, we got to give them some love. So thank you, Nicole, for being a member and signing on. Josh P., good to see you back. One of our good, not a member yet. Josh isn't a member yet, but he certainly signs on quite a bit. Checks us out. Mr. Lee said he saw me on there. So again, that's I don't know. I had a good weekend. Let me just tell you that. I had a great weekend with the Jenkins family. It's something that each year I try to do something right before the season ends, and we did a staycation is what it's called. Stayed at a really nice place and had a lot of good time with the family, the wife, the kids, the boys, and my new daughter. But Camp Confidential is what it's called, and I made an appearance on Camp Confidential. This is something I was talked about earlier. Hadn't had a chance to see it yet because I think it really just came out, but it was cool to see that they captured me having a one-on-one interview on the sidelines with Jatavian Sanders, and that made the cut. Speaking of the beautiful wife, there she is, Taima Jenkins, tuning in. What's up? I will be downstairs in a moment, dear. Marshall will appreciate you, Chris. Hey, I appreciate you. And again, please consider becoming a member. Independent media, 100% supported by you all. So the more support we get, the more we can do. Let's see, Eternal says, we are in trouble if he picking up all these pieces days before the season starts. So this is not like a piece that's going to be a starter. This was, and I'm going to go back to putting it on the screen here. This was our transactions here that Eternal's talking about. And this was a practice squad player that was signed. He's an international player. Anybody that's on the practice squad, or certainly that's an international player, they are looked at as a developmental piece. These guys are not expected to come in here and make an impact right away. They got to learn the NFL. This guy's international, so he has to learn America. And then he has to learn his position and grow from there. So don't expect him to make the 53, but if he does, that'd be awesome. But meanwhile, it's a developmental guy that you don't have as a piece that's meant to come in here making an immediate impact. And keep in mind, Dan Morgan has said that he is going to be very active, especially in these first 4 weeks where we have a number one waiver wire position to keep churning that roster. The guys at the bottom are guys that need to have flexibility, guys that you're looking to see how well they pick up your system and what you can do and develop them. So you get a guy in for a couple weeks, it doesn't seem like he's your fit. All right, yeah, get another guy in because you're trying to find that right piece. Nothing wrong with that. So that's my take on the guys that are coming in last year. And I don't mind him turning over the roster, at least the bottom half. We're not making changes at the top. Now, we had a lot of changes at the top recently because we had to cut down from 53 at our 16, et cetera, et cetera. Antonio McClanahan, I think I got that good. Do you think we will win Sunday, Chris? I'm going to make you continue to tune in this week. I will break things down for you, especially come the game day on Sunday, as I will be in New Orleans live at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, giving you my breakdown to help you know who I think will have the best chance to win this upcoming Sunday. Let's see. Expectations for this season. Competitive for all games. Is that a question, Willie? Let me know if that's a question, Willie. I'll come back to it. Let's see. How did we get a track/football player? Will Mitchie III get traded to the Panthers? So, again, Shockwave, this was part of the international players exemption. They have, with the international players, they have like, I don't know how to describe it other than like this special combine that they've had. And they're feeding people from specific countries. And they're giving teams all this information about those players. And then they have scouts that'll look at it and say, is this a player worth coming onto our team and trying to develop? It's not just anybody across the world. It's really specific which countries the NFL is working with to have this international player system. I forget the countries off the top of my head that we have right now. And yeah, this guy obviously impressed enough where they said, hey, let's try it out. It doesn't hurt us anything, and they'll do it. So there you go. What's up, Allie Broderick? Another member. All of our members get special sounds and greetings when they sign on, so appreciate you tuning in. Yes, I did go to Buffalo. I did go to Buffalo. I'm going to go to probably all the away games this year. One of those things, depending on the support we can get, super chats, memberships. So if you like the coverage that I do, when I go on the road, then, help support us as much as you can. If you don't have the ability to monetarily support, which I totally get, don't feel like you have to do that. Just hit the like button. It helps other Panther fans find out about us. The bigger we grow, the easier it is for me to get players and coaches on the show. So please consider doing so. Oh, Willie said, not a question, just expectation for the season. All right, late night video. I did it. I got you up to date. Transactions, jersey numbers, captains when they're coming. And More information will continue to come. I appreciate everybody so truly and humbly for tuning in this late night evening. I'll continue to report to you probably Wednesday. Again, the players do not have practice tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibes. See you again. You know what? Let's end with some practice video. We talking about practice. Remember that Allen Iverson? Practice. Anyway, yeah, some more bonus coverage. By the way, all the video today, courtesy of the Carolina Panthers. Thank you for the video. And again, Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe. See you all soon.